Hopefully that's the one. Hopefully that's the one. Okay. All right. Pencil tracking. Working. We love to see it. Jumping in. Figure drawing poses. Pretty sure we've drawn that one. Pretty sure I've drawn that one too. This guy's kind of cool. Listen, might as well collect them all, right? We don't need to be picky. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Put this up here.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
Let's try to do things in the right way. One line of action. Right, and then two. What should number two be? I guess. Major masses. Head. Torso. Pelvis. Good morning, Lude. I am I'm going to try and make up for yesterday's debacle, but I'm also attempting to follow my own good advice, which is don't skip steps, and yet it's so impossible. And I'm trying to remember, like, what are the steps? Like, what are the rules? All right, then let's see. It's almost like at the same time you do these two things. Find rhythms. Because you use the rhythms to find the major masses and the gesture of the limbs. And then cross, contour, I'm just making shit up. Contour slash axis of angle. That just came into head, but I think that sounds cool. All right, let's try that now. Let's try all that now. Step 2, go crazy detailing the muscles on that arm. That's how it is. That's like, that's what I see. So I'm like, cool, I want to draw that. But it's so hard to stop you from just getting in there and getting excited. This is Knife Guy. Call him Knife Guy. If I switch to a different pen, so actually like this pencil pen that I'm using right now, it's almost impossible to get precious with the flourishes and stuff. Because it's just sort of a monoline. Here, okay. Line of action. So here it's a little tricky. His weight looks very evenly distributed. Like across both feet, for instance. But he's sort of leaning away in space. Let's try and capture that a little bit. Alright, that's an imperfect line of action, but we're going to leave it. Let's try to do no undo buttons here. That'll be another challenge for today. Oh man, I'm already regretting this, but at least I have good tracking on my pencil. How fun. All right, now what do? Find rhythms. Yes, okay. It's interesting. Okay. All right, here we go. Front of the chest always connects to the butt, right? And then the butt always connects to the knee. And then the knee always connects to the ankle, right? Or the heel. And some of this stuff is arbitrary. It's more or less like where you see it, right? Back of the calf. Front of the knee. Back of the leg. Something like that. Feels like like that's not doing too bad so far. Let's try to get a little bit of the gesture of the arm. Not ignoring those rhythms. We're not drawing that cool mass. You know, I got a little bit too quick there. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate. All right. Now we can sort of fill in these airy forms with some mass. This time is very well probably my best opportunity to get out of the habit of just hitting undo on everything that I do. I do want to sort of make that a goal for this year, is hit the undo button less. Or like establish the like, what do I really use it for? Is it like quality checking? Is it part of my process, really? Just undoing half the things that I draw, right? I have a side quest of sort of getting better at the non-digital stuff, and I don't see how it's pardon my throat clearing, my constant throat clearing. I don't see how it's possible to accomplish how can I get better at both things at the same time if I'm constantly undoing what I'm doing digitally, right? Okay. Can we find the angles? What did I write? Gesture of limbs, cross contour, axis of angle. And by that I mean sort of if I zoom in, we sort of draw these sort of crosses and semicircles to indicate the direction of each limb in space. This one's coming towards us in space. As it goes down, this one's going back in space as it goes down. Foot coming clearly towards us. This foot clearly going away. Some of this stuff seems obvious, but it's often overlooked when we are doing our drawings. This stuff tends to flatten out. The effect of foreshortening tends to disappear. Or we draw as if there was no lenses in our eyeballs, and there are. As if there's no lenses on the cameras that take the picture, and there are. There's always a POV, right? And it's okay to make corrections to that POV. It's like, oh, this reference shows me something from this angle, but I want to draw it this way or draw it from that angle. And that's fine, but often we'll see something and we won't draw it as we see it. We will draw it as we know how to draw it, right? This isn't that bad, but, you know, if I was making corrections as I went, it sort of feels like this leg needs to be more out. Oh, that doesn't matter. Because this is just practice. So that's good base. Now let's try and draw it in a way that looks cool. That's very similar to how I would draw a pose. in my storyboarding work. Let's use a cool brush like this. We have 10 minutes, so introduce a little bit of flair to it. In the real world, we don't have layers. So it's good to get practice with and without that stuff, I think. But it's like, okay, well, we did that practice just then, so. Yeah, I think it's important for this next pass that I sort of look at this as inspiration, but not rote copy it. Because I didn't do a perfect job on the proportions, and if I get too caught up on whether or not this one specific angle matches the reference perfectly, I'll start making too many corrections. It'll probably feel like it'll never get done. For all my following the steps, we'll probably end up with a mediocre drawing, and then that'll be the ultimate lesson, is that the rules suck. That's why nobody follows them. And you should just draw by feel like everybody else does. Being undo, and I shouldn't do that. I've been watching back my old streams and realizing a lot of different things. I mumble a lot. I go off on weird tangents when I'm about to say something profound. I'll read chat instead and then get distracted. Nothing wrong with getting distracted with chat, but as I'm looking for clippable moments, I'll go in and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's me, and I'm about to say something profound. And then I'll read the chat and someone's making a joke, and it's like, it doesn't, the clippable moment is lost. I'll say something profound like 45 seconds later, but suppose all of it will improve with regular practice, but think it's okay to approach these with some more intentionality. Like, oh, my goal this week is to not go on tangents, or to speak more clearly. Clear speech. Stuff like that. Maybe there's some sort of like radio voice I can start to implement. Like, what if I talk like this? Hey chatter, how we doing out there in Twitchland / YouTubeville? All right. Hey, great call. Next up, we got a request by Lude. More female figures, please. The talking and drawing at the same time is kind of crazy to me. I can kind of do both at the same time. Especially if I'm like really in the zone. If I'm honest, a lot of this is like muscle memory. And the places where I get caught up, like I get slowed down, it's really where I try to like think about what I'm doing. It's like complicated stuff like walking is actually like kind of complicated to do. And when you sit down and think about it, like, how do I actually walk? You get self-conscious about it. You start doing it self-consciously. You find out it's like, oh shoot, it's like I'm doing this really strangely. But if you just turn off your brain and just like move across the room, you're going to walk just fine. But it takes a lot of practice for that to happen. But for me, this can be like it's as natural as driving a car. You know, you can have a conversation in a car, right? Oh, that looks gross. Oh, I need to not disparage what I'm doing and disparage my drawings. I need to do that too. That's important. Having a quasi-embarrassing moment on stream because I didn't draw something absolutely perfectly is it's like unnecessary. No one is going to notice whether I do or don't draw something perfectly. It's like yesterday, that nice person came into chat and said, "Oh, that looks amazing." And it was like the worst drawing I'd ever done in my life. Right? The audiences really don't see that stuff. And I was excited to have a new chatter in, but I couldn't believe the way that they had complimented something that didn't deserve it. All right, we got 1 minute left. My wife might already be home, so I should wrap this up. All right, well, this didn't end up looking too bad. That's good. This whole the lighting in the shadows and stuff in this is all over the place. Really hard to tell whether or not. You can tell from the shadow they have multiple light sources, for instance. It's hard to account for that. I don't really like seeing that in like figure drawings and figure drawing poses. Of course, this guy's got all his clothes on. What's the point of that, right? Okay, this looks good enough. All right, that's tongue. Pretty good. All right,